I'm here with my G Kuda V or Kuda. Yeah.
You know,
I want to come back to, like, you talked about doing it and doing it scared, right? And I know, this took a while for you to put out, right? Like you worked on this for years. I mean, it's been a build up, right?
build up.
So, and then we've talked about anxiety and how that played a role in how you put this out and when you put it out. And, even up until the last minute, you were still tweaking, you were still perfecting, you were still polishing, right? So maybe talk about, like, perfectionism and how maybe that has influenced or impacted your craft and how you've been able to navigate, the challenge of maybe not putting out something until you feel like it's ready, especially because, like, you do everything. You do it all.
Yeah.
You do the production, you do the writing, you do the, the singing and the track, right? So how do you, someone in that position that has all the power, and also all the power to tell yourself this isn't ready and this isn't time, how did you get this out? And what was the timing like? What was the thinking?
Being a perfectionist when it comes to music, I don't know about anything else, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. It's a good thing because you can focus on quality. It's a bad thing because it can lead to analysis paralysis. Like it's so easy to lose it, and focus on some very unnecessary things, But at the same time, if you focus on quality and everything, to people that really know about it, they will appreciate it, right? Now, how did I, navigate all of it? Man, it helps. And then I was able to sort of push past it because I'm also able to I have a close knit, I mean, you're part of them. I have people that I listen to and I take their opinions because they understand the journey. They understand me as a person. They know the arts and I trust their opinions, like that's why I always send stuff to you, right? And when I find myself in that space where I'm so, should I keep tweaking? Then I turn to you guys and I'll be like, what do you think about it? And if you tell me that, you know what, it's fine. I know it's great to put out, but I feel like I can do more. But if you say, bro, this is great, I just take it for what it is. So I think, if I was to give the advice to other people that are trying to do it, you don't necessarily have to listen to everyone. You can take their opinions and keep it at the corner. You need to understand yourself, understand your goals, align it with people that are also, aligned with that vision, and then listen to them, and then also take a little bit out of everything and make it yours, But I cannot say that it's a bad thing to be a professional, bro. Like, look, I had a whole body of work before this one.
Yeah, that you never put out.
I never put it out.
Can you tell us more about tell us more about that body of work and why?
I named it, should I? What if later on I decide to put it out? Okay, I won't say that.
They can let us know in the comments.
Yeah, okay. I'm like, should I give it a name, then I'll have no name. I have to figure out something new, Look, man, and I held on to it so much because I felt like I didn't have the platform that I needed. I didn't have the following that I needed. I felt like I needed so much money to put it out. Because like that's one thing that people need to understand. Music is expensive. Then why you never have the organic phone? I felt like, I didn't have everything, putting so much effort into something. I didn't have everything that I needed to actually.
You didn't have the vehicle to push it.
The vehicle to push it to where I wanted it to get to. And now in the process of trying to perfect it, I listened to it so much. I convinced myself that maybe this is not the best time. Being a perfect, it's crazy. And then I decided not to put it out. In fact, I did not decide. It just died. And then at the end of the day, you see, it's music. Music is a sound. Music is an era. If you let it go for so long,
the sound changes.
You will evolve, and the sound changes. Now it's like, oh, what coded is that? If it was out, you can tell how he's changed, but I can't bring it out right now.
Because it's like it's a walking back.
It's like walking back. So it's great. But at the end of the day, you need to find mechanisms to cope with that. And I found mine in my guys, in just saying, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to do it. And they're just picking it.
The EP finally dropped. And, people are streaming. We've gotten so much, you've gotten so much feedback and, people love all the tracks. I feel like this is an EP where there's something for everyone. So, what do you think is next for you? You've kind of come back. You've had this coming back home to music moment. You've made an EP out of that, and I think one thing we've talked about is like live performances, and I feel like that's the part of the production of music that you enjoy a lot, like actually connecting with the fans. So beyond that, like, are you thinking about like any other things? Like, what do you think is next in terms of like how you want to push this?
To be honest, for me, is in terms of Coded V, it's way more music.
Mm-hmm.
It is trying to get in front of the audience as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Whether is more promo around the song,
Mm-hmm.
more promo around who Coded V is as a person. Because I feel like for you to actually like somebody, you need to have an idea of their personality. Like music is one thing, but you need to get to know me. Like I'm a correct guy. You understand?
What are the avenues to do that? Like, how do people get to know you? Like socials, like
socials,
your Instagram, your TikTok.
I Decoded V, TikTok. I have it on the same handle on everything. Instagram, TikTok, whatever. I Decoded V.
Yeah.
Okay, that's THE coded CODEDV. Right? Like I'm going to put in more visuals about like my whole process end to end production. How I make my beat. The process of my recording. I mean, you were able to see exactly what I had to go through. Something. So like everyone else, it might be like, what the hell is going on here? Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's like, oh, wow. So this is how this beauty comes about. Yeah. So like way more about myself in terms of, personality, more music, definitely. I can't even, so in fact, now it's like, I can't even stop again.
Yeah.
And I like that there's some certain level of accountability with the friends.
Yeah.
Can I recall them fans now? I feel like, oh, okay.
Supporters.
The supporters, right? So there's a whole lot more accountability there where it's like, you can't just stop anymore, right?
Yeah.
So there is that. And then I'm looking at doing a whole lot more live performances.
Mm-hmm.
I have done a couple.
Yeah.
I love doing it because then I can actually gauge the energy. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at being in front of you.
So we've come to the end of, this conversation, and, obviously the EP is out. So stream the EP, run the numbers up. Let's fucking go. Let's push it out. Support. Let us know in the comments, like what verses, what tracks you're loving. Is there anything about the EP that stands out? Coded will tell you more about like, what the plan for the channel is.
Like, look, straight up, right? I see everything like a project.
Yeah.
So for me, I require feedback. Like there's a whole feedback mechanism to all of this, right? So I need you guys to tell me what songs you're feeling, why you like them, connect with me, like let's literally get to know each other.
Yeah, let's grow together.
Like let's grow together. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to build this, supporters just so we know that this is where we started. Oh, back then Coded Sound was this. So for the channel, for, social media and everything, I just need you guys to engage. When you see anything Coded V, engage. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm seeing it. I'm going to respond to as many as I can. Or engage, follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff at Decoded V on all social media platforms and Coded V on YouTube. That's what's up. Thank you, my man. Appreciate that. YG. No long.